There's two ways of making a girl fall for you, okay? There's number one, which is the bog standard, easy peasy, just normal way. Or number two, there's the psychological way where you can trick a girl in a nice way to actually fall for you much harder than if you just left the attraction game up for chance. Well, stay tuned. Strong eye contact. A confident person is never afraid of looking people straight into the eyeballs, and confidence is an attractive trait that all women love. And if you are trying to get the attention of a lady, well, look at her with confidence. Don't just look away as soon as your eyes meet, because she's gonna think that you are not interested. Instead, stare at her for a couple of seconds with a nice warming smile, look away, and then repeat it a couple more times. And that way, a woman will definitely know that you are trying to get her attention when you stare and smile, which means she's much more likely to fall for you quicker. And maintain strong eye contact during conversations with her. Remember, the purpose is for her to think that you are confident and strong, and eyes locking with hers is definitely gonna give her those vibes. A gentle touch. Touching a girl at the right moment will cause a rush of attraction to go from the top of her eyebrows down to the bottom of her toes. It's a sure sign way of letting her know that you like her and that you are waiting for her to react. But in the words of Shakira, you cannot go touching girls whenever and wherever. Only use the power of touch when you think you have something going on. When you think you have a little bit of an inkling that she likes you, that's your time to use it. A gentle tap on the shoulder or squeeze of the arm show you are interested in her. Now, a woman will always prefer a listener over someone who never shuts up. But come to think of it, I'm pretty sure we would all agree that we'd rather have a listener than with the comparison. But when she talks, I need you to show interest in what she's actually saying. So follow up with a, wow, tell me more. Nod your head like this. Show her you are paying attention and repeat things back to her. Now this allows the woman to trust you, and it's a big sign that you care and will trick her into falling for you much quicker. Smile more. When we see someone smile, it naturally soothes us. It makes us feel relaxed and uber calm. So remember, women are attracted to the way that you make them feel. So if you smile a lot around her, it's going to calm her and make you become this friendly person. Therefore, she feels safe, and it's a big sign of her attraction towards you. You have to learn to show your vulnerable side, and this is something that so many guys miss out on. You have to remember, you are trying to show a woman how amazing you are and how amazing it would be if she dated you. Therefore, you need to show her what life would be like if you were her boyfriend. So if you think that trying to attract her by using lots of masculine energy, being super confident, having no fears, making no mistakes, well, this really is not going to do anything for attracting her. It's going to do the opposite. So if you are able to show your vulnerable side, she can see the actual real you. So some ways that you can do this is how you react when things go wrong. Now, a big example would be, let's say you guys are in class together and you say the wrong answer in front of everybody. Shock horror. Instead of trying to mansplain or become very defensive, you can just shrug and laugh it off, and this shows your vulnerability. Now, another fantastic way that you can show your vulnerable side is how you care for people. So you've got to remember, women are creatures of emotion and they love to take care of people, which is why women fall weak at the knees when they see a guy with a baby or a puppy. So use this to your psychological advantage. If you can show her that you are a caring person, then she is much likely to think, wow, I'm gonna have to date this guy because he's pretty awesome. Some easy ways to do this is to say nice things about your mum, talk about your nieces or nephews and how much you love them, or talk about how much you love your dog, or perhaps maybe you are a volunteer somewhere. This would be a fantastic thing to drop into the conversation. Show off your independence. Like I just mentioned, guys get this so wrong. When it comes to attraction, they just focus on how they look, how they dress, their hairstyle, what car they drive, and they think that is enough to back themselves an amazing lady. But what they do not realise is that women actually look beyond that. Yes, we do. We don't just look at the car that you drive, we look at how clean the car is inside. We think, can you afford the upkeep on this car? We don't just stare at your expensive smartphone, we are staring at the cracks in your smartphone and thinking, why haven't you had them repaired? How weird. So one way to boost up your attractiveness is to use this power of independence and try and show her as many ways as you can without being too full on that you are an independent individual. You pay your own bills, you don't borrow money off people, you have savings every month, you can cook amazing meals, or literally anything where you know she is going to think you are an amazing single person and that she thinks, you know what, he would be an amazing person to date. Find a common interest and use it to your advantage. Regardless if you are meeting someone in person or even just chatting to someone online, straight away you have to find something as soon as you can that will allow the both of you to bond together. You could both have a passion for vegan food, graphic design, gaming, rebuilding engines. No matter what it is your job to quickly find that something so you can form an immediate connection and then bring it up in the conversation. Now this works amazingly well because a woman is much more likely to want to date you over everybody else if she can see that you guys share something that she is passionate about. But let's say that you haven't found anything that you share a passion in. Well, you can take it one step further. Are you ready? Instead, you just show that you appreciate her passion and you are willing to try to understand it and actually to do it. So maybe she designs graphics for cartoons. So instead, rather than trying to boast and say, I'm really good at cartoon animation, you can say, give me a drawing lesson, and then compliment her on how amazing she is. And then in your own time, you take that advice, practice your drawing, and send her photos of your own cartoons. And she will be so flattered that you have taken an interest in her passion, and boom, she's very much girlfriend material. When you finally have her interest, pull away. Women love mystery and we love it when we are attracted to a guy and then they kind of just disappear. It leaves us thinking, what's going on? Now we love it when a guy is not so easy to reach because if he is focused on doing something else in his life apart from just being my boyfriend, well then hell yes, he's very much attractive. So to get the ball rolling with this, you need to start pulling away from her just in short bursts. So message her less, call her less, and in the meantime, go out and do something that you really enjoy. For example, one of your passions or side hobbies, no matter what it is. And this gives her the chance to actually miss you. And the more she misses you, the more that she will naturally raise that attraction level towards you. Therefore, she will fall much harder for you and much quicker. Mirror her body language. When you are talking to someone in person, you need to try and mimic her behaviour without making it very obvious, of course. When they cross their legs, you cross yours. When they take a sip from their drink, you also do the same. Now, naturally, we do this with people we feel close to because it's a form of bonding. And if a woman can see that you two are in sync, without obviously she's knowing that you're doing this on purpose, she's going to feel much closer to you. Therefore, you are raising the stakes of your attraction to her. You can also do this with how she expresses her tonality. If she's talking in an excited tone, you can match this and vice versa. Use their name as soon as you can. Experts recommend that by using a person's name a couple of times when you start with that initial conversation will, one, get their name into your head so you don't forget it, and two, it lets the other person feel that you find them valuable and interesting. So when you have learned someone's name, find a reason reason to just drop it into the conversation as soon as you can. Now, another sneaky way of building extreme attraction is to actually shorten that person's name. Even if it means you take their 2-syllable nickname and you shorten it to just 1 syllable, by doing this, it lets that person subconsciously feel that you are very comfortable with them. So if they think, wow, he's comfortable with me, that means I can be comfortable, and boom, bada bing, you have a relationship. I am fresh out of tips, but if you do want some more, then don't worry. There are some videos here next to my head. Go click on these because I really think you will like them. All you have to do now is tell me how much you enjoyed the video, give me a huge thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Stay safe, stay happy, bye bye.